handles my insurance, handles Michael Russo's insurance, can handle your financial planning, can handle home insurance, car insurance, whatever. Check him out. He's been great for me. Hoaglund.
Hey, Minnesota sports fans. This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Hoaglund. I need you all to ask yourselves this question. If you're in an at-fault car accident and you are sued for $700,000, how much of that $700,000 will my current insurance company pay? If you are unsure or can't answer all $700,000, you need to give us a call. State Farm has been number one in car insurance since World War II and number one in homeowners insurance since 1964. For a no-obligation review of your current policies, call us at 763-421-4900 or check out our website at www.champlininsurance.com.
Let's hit a couple Twitter questions here from Adam Jones. Will this be one of the greatest collapses in MLB history if the Twins lose the division?
I just don't think that it even qualifies as a collapse if you have a lead at the All-Star break. I mean, you don't really collapse until mid-August maybe. I mean, it's the Boston Red Sox quote collapse. Is against when the Yankees, when Bucky Dent hit that home run, and I think it was 1978. The Yankees caught the Red Sox. The Red Sox were up 8 games or something with a month to go or 6 weeks or something. The Yankees got hot and caught them and beat them in that playoff, the 1-game playoff or whatever it was. And there have been a lot of situations like that. We're not set up for a collapse. I mean, it's just too early to even think about it. Right. And by the way, what the inherent in the question is, are they not going to win the division now? And I think the answer is no. I think they are going to win the division.
From Dave Winter, is Sano still a valuable trade piece for pitching help of some sort? And I'll start here. I don't think he's a trade piece. I think if you traded him now, you'd be trading him at low value, and I think that would be crazy because he still could be an MVP type player. But I'll let you answer.
No, I think that's the right answer. I think all trades are, for value received. But, it's the trade. I mean, what are you giving up and what are you getting? And even though it doesn't look like it with Miguel Sano in terms of what he could be, the value that he would get in return is not nearly worth maybe he's going to be what we think he's going to be. It's just not worth it. And I don't believe. I mean, I'm not privy to the conversations, but if someone inquired about Sano and the Twins said, well, make me an offer, it would be somebody that the Twins go, nah, I think I'm good. I think we'll wait and see, what he's capable of. Now, the only caveat to that would be if there was a big blockbuster package of some kind where he was part of the deal and the Twins get a pitcher or 2 pitchers, they get a closer and somebody, or they get a pitcher and somebody else that can help them for the next 5-6 years, and Sano has to go as a part of that, then they'd probably consider it. But right now, I think you're absolutely right. They're just the value back for Sano just would not be worth given up on him at this point.
By the way, we talked about it. I did a piece on him a couple of weeks ago when he was at low ebb, and saying this, and we talked about the mechanical adjustment, all that. Here's why you don't give up on Sano. He's hitting about 350 over the last 2 weeks, and he doesn't even look right. Yeah. I mean, he's hitting 350, and he's not even impressive. He's not what you want to see at the plate. His approach isn't even there yet, and he's hitting 350 over the last 2 weeks.
With damage. You look at his slugging percentage for as much as he has struck out. You look at his slugging percentage and say, God, how does he do that? And it's because he's a double or a home run waiting to happen all the time. In between, admittedly a plethora of strikeouts, but they're working at it.
Yeah, the big names or the most prevalent names in trade rumors connected with the Twins are Kirby Yates and Will Smith. And those are 2 names that, listen, everybody throws out every name on every roster this time of the year. It makes me crazy. But those are 2 names that I've heard. They're 2 names that I think make sense. Do either or both of them excite you?
Yeah, I think, pitching help excites me, right? So I don't think you can have too much big league pitching talent, because it forces the best guys to the top, whoever they are, and so you'd love Max Scherzer's not available. I mean, it's just not. I mean, let's be honest. Greinke's not available. I mean, so you're going to look at your club and say, we do need some pitching help. We need not to gut our terrific minor league system. We got 6 or 8 prospects we really like, and unless there is a young Max Scherzer out there that I don't know about, you're not going to give up those guys because you've got a chance to be really good here for 6 or 8 years, and maybe 10. As the young guys blossom, and so you just have to be very careful about that. And so the guys you mentioned, I mean, although they would command a reasonable amount, it's not impossible to see that. Okay, we could probably live with who we'd have to put together in that package.
Right, and as I wrote the other day too, with Arise making himself into a guy, as they say in the scouting community, someone who's actually going to be able to hold down a position for you in the future, that means that maybe you can deal, a lower level middle infielder. Not Royce Lewis, but they have a wealth now of middle infielders through the organization that they could afford to deal somebody away.
Yep, that's absolutely true. And I think the objective is do the best you can to win this year and set yourself up for continuing to win year after year after that. I for one don't want to go through 2014, 15, 16 again. 2017 they kind of overachieved, got 1 game playoff, got beat. 2018 awful. 2019 good. 2020, 21 bad again because they traded. Guys got old, guys got hurt. They got nobody in the minor leagues. That we've been through that. I for one just don't want to do that again.
I'm with you absolutely. I covered as a beat writer. I covered the Twins 8 straight losing seasons from '93 to 2000, and it was as much as I love baseball, it was miserable.
And it happens fast.
Yeah.
It really happens fast. They won the World Series in '91, and 2 years later they were bad for 7 or 8 years. And in 2010 they were in the playoffs and they were good. And then Morneau got hurt, and Tomey got hurt, and Mauer started getting, he had the leg problems, and then he got the concussion. And the next thing you know, they've got no pitching, and their hitting guys are hurt. And we had to suffer through what we suffered through, and there was no help anywhere. They were playing Luke Hughes, and
they had no starting pitching.
And they had no starting pitching. So, they've got a chance now to be relevant and top of the division competitive every year here for the foreseeable future. Let's not mess that up.
I agree completely. Let's talk to Roy about music. Just remember, we do have a deal with Bite Squad. BiteSquad.com. Download the Bite Squad app. Enter your information, makes ordering dinner really easy, or breakfast, or lunch, office, or home, or your friend's house. They'll deliver anywhere. They have a deal where you pay $5.99, you get free delivery for a month, anywhere within 4 miles, and the food shows up looking great. It saves a lot of headaches, a lot of hassles. BiteSquad.com, or download the Bite Squad app. All right, we have had an outcry, a public outcry, to have Roy, popularize his musical taste, maybe on Spotify. What kind of work have you done to achieve this, Roy?
Well, I've done nothing, absolutely nothing, because I think probably listeners to this show have at least they know for sure, or at least have a strong suspicion that technology, and I don't, it's not intuitive for me.
It's nice for me to be around somebody who isn't as good with technology as me. This is a comfort zone for me.
So when one of our great listeners, Slacks, said when I teased my bluesy, rocky, jazzy list last week, said, sounds like, Roy, it's time for Roy to make a Spotify list and publish that, and so people could subscribe. And that sounded like a great idea because both of my sons-in-law have told me the same thing. I played them this list, and they really like it. And I haven't got the first clue how to do that. I don't even know what it means. I mean, I know I'm on Spotify. I go, I stream music. I do all this stuff. And at least one son-in-law, is playing Spotify lists all the time that he goes and looks at, and so I kind of get what it is. I haven't got the first clue how to do it, so I have to go to them and say, okay, help me do this, or I can just tell you about this music and let people
let Talk North be your Spotify.
and let people go ahead and when I get it figured out, then I'll put it up there and people can subscribe. But it frankly feels just a little too good to keep to myself because I've been really happy with this list.
All right, let's roll.
I've already okay. So there's 8.
Hold it. Let me set up the lava lamp and let me get out the bong. Okay, ready.
Okay, dude. Well, I've already mentioned one of these songs before, but it's the first one on my bluesy, rocky, jazzy list, and it's "Homesick" by the Marcus King Band. And it's all these will speak for itself. I'm not even going to tell you about the songs. They're all in the same kind of feel and genre, and bluesy, rocky, jazzy says it all. Next one is one that people may not have heard, Find Yourself. It's by Lucas Nelson. There are a couple of versions of that song out there on the streaming channels, so make sure listen to it first. Make sure you got the great female voice singing with him because it's fantastic. So Find Yourself, Lucas Nelson, Lukas, Lucas. Third one is Sensitive Kind. It's J.J. Cale, and I take it down. Cale. I take it down just a little bit on numbers 3 and 4. We got some pretty great bluesy stuff.
By the way, J.J. Cale is one of Eric Clapton's favorite guitarists.
It's coming. It's coming on the list. So anyway, Sensitive Kind, J.J. Cale, bring it down a little bit, really mellow. And continue the mellow mood with the Tedeschi Trucks Band, Midnight in Harlem.
Oh,
just
man, I love Tedeschi Trucks Band, and such a great story.
Beautiful song. It is a great story. So listen to the Dickie Betts, Dwayne Allman influences on Trucks on this, the bluesy guitar he sings. But Susan Tedeschi is just a phenomenal song. Here's one that's, I found this song. I was just so excited. I'm listening. I've really got to use my imagination. It's the old Gladys Knight deal, and it's playing it on the bluesy station. I'm going, wait a minute, who is this? And it's a group called The Rides.
Ooh, I haven't heard of them.
You know who The Rides are?
No.
Kenny Wayne Shepherd and Stephen Stills.
Really?
I mean, it's like...
I had no idea.
I had no idea either. They formed this blues band. Stills says, it's the blues band of my dreams. They formed it like 2013, and everybody didn't even know about it. You have got to hear this song. Kenny Wayne Shepherd and Stephen Stills just rocking. And Barry Goldberg is a keyboard player. And, it's just so cool.
Wow.
So you got to get to that.
Blowing my mind, dude.
Now... Clapton and J.J. Cale, Don't Cry Sister. Find that one. Wonderful contribution to this list. This one's going to blow you away too because it blew me away. My favorite song of all time, maybe since 10th grade in high school, is B.B. King's The Thrill Is Gone. No way anybody can do that song but B.B. King, right?
And by the way, that song is on the album I keep recommending you that you keep blowing off, the Rock and Roll 25th Anniversary Hall of Fame, B.B. King doing Thrill Is Gone with Stevie Wonder's band.
Fantastic. So I haven't even heard it, but I will throw this out as the equal. When you listen to this, and you're not going to believe it, it's Peter Frampton.
Well, he's a great player.
He's a great guitarist, and he does a fantastic job of The Thrill Is Gone. You'll never, ever eclipse the iconic original. It's not even the original. B.B. King, other guys have done that, but B.B. King made it the icon that it is. But I'm going to tell you what, this is so cool. This Frampton version is so cool. And finally, back to Clapton again, and this time with B.B. King. You know this song. People that had the Ride with the King album with Clapton and B.B. King. This is called "Rock Me Baby," and it's a fantastic song as well. So that's my bluesy, rocky, jazzy list. And I would just say this is a desert island list for me. If you want to know what moves Smalley's soul musically, this is it.
Scott Lindholm just said in a Twitter question about throwing at hitters, and it's really passionate and really interesting. We're going to try to hit that next week. So remind me, Roy, if you're not as big an airhead as I am, Scott Lindholm, we have a Twitter question we need to get to next week. So go look at your black velvet paintings and light something up and have a good time.
No,
listening to
no,
Roy's
this
list.
not. You know what? It's not Black Velvet or Bong
Well, it's for me.
and Lava Lamp. It is for you. But this is get some whiskey
There you go.
and sit down with a cigar.
You're making it sound like it's all mutually exclusive.